This is Engadget. Here's what's happening in the world of technology. Today is January 27th. It might not be long before every ride-sharing car in New York City is electric. Mayor Eric Adams has outlined an agenda that will require high volume for hire vehicles at Uber, Lyft, and similar companies to be zero emissions by 2030. There will be no new costs for drivers, the administration says. The initiative would build on the city's plans to electrify its own fleet. Adams didn't detail how this transition would take place. The Verge notes that the Taxi and Limousine Commission, which already regulates NYC ride-sharing, would likely be responsible for implementing the EV strategy. At least some companies are already on board with the idea. Uber applauds Adams' plan, according to a statement, while Lyft says it's excited to work with the city. It's not a difficult target for them, however. Uber and Lyft were already planning to go completely electric by 2030. They also have programs in place to encourage EV adoption across the U.S., such as Uber's rentals through Hertz as well as Lyft's incentives. Pressure elsewhere might also leave services with little choice. California will require that most ride-hailing cars are EVs by 2030, for instance. Drivers may face challenges, however. EVs are currently more expensive than their combustion engine counterparts, and workers may have trouble affording them even if the maintenance costs are ultimately lower. EV prices are declining, but it may be a while yet before they're truly affordable to a driver base struggling to improve pay. There's also the question of infrastructure. A 2022 study led by the National Renewable Energy Laboratory estimated that NYC would need over 1,150 kilowatt fast-charging stations to adequately power 20,000 rideshare and taxi cars, even if 15% of drivers could top up overnight. The mayor's proposal would electrify 100,000 plus rides. The city may need a major investment in charging facilities to make the switch. And Dutch authorities arrested a hacker for obtaining and trying to sell the personal information of nearly every Austrian citizen in May 2020, according to Reuters. It includes almost 9 million data sets, roughly lining up with Austria's population. The defendant, arrested in November in an Amsterdam apartment, was reportedly already known to international police. The 25-year-old defendant also offered similar data sets from Italy, the Netherlands, and Colombia. Dutch police waited until now to announce the arrest to avoid hindering ongoing investigations. Authorities say the hacker posted the information in an online forum. Police say the trove consists of registration data essential info residents must provide to authorities. That includes their full name, address, and date of birth, but not financial info, fortunately. Nevertheless, the police confirmed the material's authenticity, adding that since this data was freely available on the internet, it must absolutely be assumed that these registration data are, in full or in part, irrevocably in the hands of criminals. If you want to catch the latest tech news as it's happening, check out Engadget.com or tune in again every weekday.
Spoken Layer.